So I started writing down a few reasons why somebody might actually want to delete social media, and I ended up with quite a lot. I cut it down to 13 that I feel like it's actually worth talk about. I'm not saying everyone has to delete everything after watching this, but there are some reasons everybody talking about social media, so we become so used to it, you barely even notice it anymore. So first one I write down is they are designed to keep you there. We all know this to some degree. We open Instagram, TikTok just to check one thing, and somehow 30 minutes later you are still there. You don't plan to spend half an hour scrolling, it just happened. And I think the best comparison is like to casino. You go in there, nothing really telling you, okay, that's enough, time to leave. And it's same here, you just keep scrolling and there is always another video, maybe next one gonna be interesting, maybe next one, and suddenly you've been waiting longer than you wanted. And something is really crazy is like from the history, when we for example want to get some detox, playing too much games, you're just gonna go for the walk in the forest and you just get some offline time. But now apps like TikTok are gonna give you option that you can download videos for the time when you are offline. So if you going for the walk or if you go on the plane where you have no connection, you can keep scrolling. Second one I wrote down is time, and I already talked about it quite in my last video, so I'm not gonna talk about it much again. But I think it's interesting that most of us probably don't even realize how much time we actually spend there until we gonna check our watch time or screen time, because it's not like 2 hours, 3 hours. It's happen all in once. It's just gonna happen like 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. You're gonna check your phone before you're gonna go to bed, or when you wait on somebody, and time just adding up. And I think a question which is worth asking is how much of it actually stick in our head, because if you spend 2-3 hours scrolling, let's say 4, 3, 5 days ago, how much you actually remember from that time? And not much, but the 2-3 hours are still gone. Next one I got here is attention and escape. You can swipe and every few seconds you got new things you see, and after a while doing that 4 hours every day, normal things like reading book or watching video or sitting down and do some work, it just feel like it's too slow for you, because you are experiencing this faster pace with the social media, and none of it give you this new thing every few seconds. I catch myself actually few days ago when I was watching a long-term video on YouTube, which was podcast. Somewhere in the middle of the video I was just feeling I'm not entertaining enough, so I just grabbed the phone and start scrolling during the podcast, and you basically don't have enough entertainment from the normal stuff, so you're just gonna give yourself this extra, or how you will say. Then there is the other side of it. Every time when you are bored or stressed or waiting for somebody, or there is something what you really don't want to do, you can just take your phone out and escape a little bit. But whenever you avoiding these tasks, whatever is gonna make your life better, or when you have job which you need to do, it's not going anywhere, just waiting there for you until you're gonna put your phone down. So you just manage to escape it for half an hour or maybe hour, but job is still there. Next one I got here is comparison. And what's normal? Whether you want it or no, you still comparing yourself to others. And I don't think there was something what was the social media made for, but we always done that. And because you're not comparing yourself with 1,000 normal people, you compare yourself with a guy who got a amazing body or making a lot of money or have massive house, or somebody who traveling around the world all the time, or somebody who looks like they got a perfect relationship. All that information are mixed up in your feed, and on your normal Tuesday you just watching how people living what seems like more happy, more full life. And if you're seeing it all day every day, it's slowly changing how even normal looks like, because normal salary doesn't seem okay anymore, because it's like it's not enough. You go on holidays and they are boring, you know. They don't feel like they are on the same level like people which showing you on the social media how they living days, you know. And maybe you are not happy with the body which you got or money which you get, but even though you got like a perfect life, or if you compare your life with people which living in the countries which are in some war conflict, you having probably one of the best lives which you have. You got a roof above yourself, you got a place where you can sleep, you got stable income, you got food which you can eat, you have car, you got comparing to others, you have one of the good lifestyles. And funny enough is the people which you comparing yourself to, they don't even exist. You just mixing them in your head. You put mix of the feet together and this is a perfect person for you, but it's just not normal. Number 5, I got FOMO, or other way, fear of missing out. And I think this is the one of the most important points, because a lot of people, they have it as the reason why they don't want to delete social media or limit them, because you feel like if you are not on the apps, you just miss out something. You just want to know what the people talk about, or you don't miss some trend or news or what your friends doing, you know, so-called friends, because you don't watch only friends, you watch famous people, you watch others. When you look on it, how much of that stuff you actually need to know, because I find it strange sometimes when we are worried about missing what's happening online, we missing what's actually happening around us. It's visible everywhere. You see people on the streets when sitting in the group. Half of the people, they got the phones out and still checking what people somewhere else doing. Your own life is moving. Your parents go older. Your friends are getting older. You getting older. And none of that time is coming back. So maybe we should be feeling FOMO about our own lives, not about what's happening on social media. Number 6 I write down is connection. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why people using social media, because it's social media. It's supposed to keep us social, right? But sometimes I wonder if we actually are connected, because you can know that someone went on a holiday or get a new job or get married or maybe had a baby, but you didn't spoke with that person for 3, 4, 5 years. You know what's happening in their lives, but only because you watch their stories. But does it mean like you are in a relationship with them, or you are friends with them, or you just know it because you just watch them? It gets stranger because we don't watch only our friends or family, we watch strangers, you know, influencers, how they live, who they dating, who they break up with, what they eat for the breakfast, what they bought for themselves. And these people which you're watching, they probably, or they don't know you exist. So it's just a one-sided relationship, if you want to call it this way. So I think the social media can sometimes give you this feeling of being connected, but in reality there is no connection. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not the same thing as having a connection with somebody. Another one I write for myself is why I'm angry about some guy thousands miles away. And I'm guilty about this one, because I'm a big fan of the politics. I like to watch what's happening in America. I like to watch politics scene in the Czech Republic, where I'm from, or in here in UK. So you might wake up, it might be a nice day, it might be your rest day, you are in good mood, you think you're gonna have a good day, and then you're gonna open your phone and 5 minutes later you are annoyed because what some guy 1,000 miles away said. You might find it stupid, you might find yourself be angry about it, because if you're gonna jump in the comments and you see like how everybody arguing about it, maybe I'm gonna argue with them, and then you put your phone down and nothing actually changed. The person still has the same opinion. Whatever happens still happens. Only difference is like you are angry now or emotionally invested, if you want to say it this way. And obviously I'm not saying you shouldn't be caring what's happening outside of our lives. It's big difference between being informed or having been emotionally dragged into something with the algorithm in your phone drag in front of you, because half of the stuff, if social media never show it to you, you probably wouldn't even know it happened, and your day would be exactly the same. Going into number 8, algorithm and AI. You and me, we got exactly same app. Doesn't matter what is it, if it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. We see basically two different worlds. If I'm gonna watch a couple of videos of something and I might like it, I'm gonna decide that they're gonna give me more things which I click on, which are similar. So I'm gonna stay in my little bubble, and same gonna be for you. So that's not necessarily reality. They just my feed. The algorithm just decide that this is the thing which I spending most of the time on. So they're gonna give me more of the same stuff because they know I'm gonna spend there more time. That's pretty much how the algorithms work. And now a lot of it is AI, so it's making more complicated, because not only the algorithm is gonna decide what we see, right? We are at the point when you're just gonna be guessing if it's real or if it's not, because you got AI pictures, AI voices, AI videos. Sometimes we should stop and saying, hey, did this actually happen? So you can end up with a weird situation where algorithm is choosing a version of the word, and some of the stuff inside of that version might not even be real. 9, I write for myself, do I actually want this? When I was thinking about it, I just wonder how many of the things I want in my life do I actually want them because I saw them on social media, or because social media showed it to me, or if it was just my decision, because you can see something you didn't even know about it existed, and obviously you didn't care about it before, or you didn't care about it in the first place, and then more the social media show it to you, you just see it again and again and again. A few days later you checking how much it cost, or you start thinking this is something what I need in my life. Doesn't matter if it's some product or car, clothes, or holidays, or house I want. It's just this, again, this image of the success, you know. Obviously there is nothing wrong with seeing something online and decide, hey, I really want this. I done same thing. I think everybody did. But the question is like, if social media didn't show it to you, or didn't show it to me in the first place, would I still want it? Number 10, I got advertisement. I don't even mean obvious ads that come up and say sponsored. Those are actually easy because you know somebody is trying to sell you something. It's more like when you're watching or you follow somebody and they're just showing you their normal life, and suddenly they are like, oh, a lot of people ask me about this, and link in the description. And sometimes it's hard to even like know if it's genuine, right? Do they like this product, or they are paid to talk about it, or do they get commission, or is it all free? I mean, I don't blame the people for wanting to make money from their audience, but the line between content and advertisement is just getting blurry. Sometimes you're watching somebody, but at the same time you're basically walking through the shop. It's almost like the advertisement on the cars. It's never like hey, this is Skoda, it's going this speed, this is how much it cost. It's always a husband driving on the driveway, getting out, his wife with the kid cheering him, and you don't watching only the car, you watching a happy family, and you feeling, hey, this is something I on some level want, so you connected this happy life with the car, and then car is a product. Just saying, the lines getting blurry. Number 11, I wrote for myself, life is becoming content. You go somewhere beautiful, and then sometimes before you even properly look around, you already thinking about taking picture. If somebody bring you food and you are in some fancy restaurant, first what you do, take a picture. You are at concert or some event, and half of the people watching show and half of the people watching through their phones. They just need to record it. You just need to show that they was there. You go on holidays and part of your mind is thinking what are you gonna post about it. Obviously there is nothing wrong with taking pictures. There is a point where you have to ask, am I doing it because I actually want to remember the moment, or I'm already thinking how the moment is gonna look somewhere else. And social media adds something even stranger. It's basically give your life score. You're gonna post something and you see how many likes, how many views, how many comments, how many followers you get. This number telling you how good that performance was. Let's say if you take Instagram, you're just gonna take out all likes or all comments, so nobody can see any stats on it. Would you post the same thing if this social validation is removed, or no? I think if this validation would be moved aside, people would start enjoying life differently. Number 12, I got watching doesn't mean doing. I definitely done it myself. You can watch videos about going to gym, making money, starting business, or how to make videos on the YouTube, or being more productive. Somehow it's feel like you doing something to us. You can say it was research. You can literally spend like 2 hours watching productive videos and procrastinate on a thing which you was supposed to do, right? If you think about it, it's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, think about it. Obviously, you can learn a lot online, and that's not the problem. Problem is when learning about something replacing actual doing, because watching videos about going to gym not gonna get you into shape, and watching someone else building business doesn't help you build yours. I think sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I actually building the life I want, or I'm watching other people building theirs? Number 13 and last one, I write for myself, do I actually need social media? I think a lot of us been using it for so long, deleting feels like you giving something up. You're gonna miss something, lose contact with the people, maybe not know what's going on anymore. But then if I ask myself, what do I actually need it for? If I want to speak to my friends, I can message them or call them. If I want to know what's happening in the world, you can read the news. If you want entertainment, there's probably like million things which you can do rather than spend your time on social media. I think one of the biggest problem is that even when people do delete one app, sometimes we don't actually change anything. You delete TikTok, you start watching Instagram reels. If you delete Instagram, you just spent 3 hours on the YouTube shorts, so you haven't fixed the issue, you just change the dealer. So maybe question isn't only whether I need Instagram, TikTok, or whatever app. Maybe it's what I'm actually getting from these hours I'm spending on these apps. So yeah, those are my 13s. I'm sure I missed something. If you want to let me know in the comments what's your biggest problem with the social media, I'm gonna probably answer on all of the comments because there are not many of you. And if you enjoyed the video, just give it a like, subscribe if you want, it's free and it's gonna help me a lot. And I see you in the next one.